All right, you're here with Michael Penix Jr., Washington Huskies quarterback. Fantastic run through the 2023 season. And let's start with this. This is going to be a question I didn't know was going to be on the list, but here it is. What's your convention center workout? Because we're here at the Indianapolis Convention Center, and sometimes you see players in the hallways at all hours of the night getting their minds right for their workouts on the field. What are you doing?
Yeah, same thing. Been just going through the combine stuff. The things that we'll possibly be doing come tomorrow. I've been running as well. Still determining on if I'm gonna do the 40 or not. Kind of game time decision. Don't know if I'm gonna do it tomorrow or maybe pro day. I've been working. Just trying to find ways to get better.
Talk about all the adversity that you have come through your career. I know the injuries, Indiana, getting into Washington with the Huskies, and then now one of the top quarterbacks coming out in this year's draft.
Yeah, man. It took a lot to get to where I'm at today. Took a lot of adversity. I dealt with a lot coming throughout my time at Indiana. There's a lot of ups and downs. We found success. And at the same time, I found adversity. But I feel like everything I've been through helped me become the player and the person I am today. And I'm super blessed for it all. Spent my last 2 years at the University of Washington. Wanted to find a change of scenery. Somewhere where I could continue to elevate. Not just myself, but my team and the guys around me as well. And we were able to do that. So I'm super blessed for it all.
Well, a lot of times when Rick and I are talking about these quarterbacks, the first thing we ask is, all right, how did they look when they were on the field? And there's no better deep ball thrower in college football. I think you would agree with that, Rick.
Yes.
And yeah, you were throwing to some dudes, but that's not your fault.
Right.
They're basically long handoffs, it felt like. But one of the criticisms we've heard, and it drives me crazy, so I want to hear your thoughts on this, is that in terms of middle of the field, layered throws to the second level, maybe you're not as consistent as some of the other quarterbacks. Can you speak to that? Because when I watch you throw the ball to all three levels, it's usually pretty accurate. It usually comes out on time.
Yeah, man. I guess, a lot of people probably say that, that wasn't in our office a lot, but I do have throws out there. I could pull up film, times where, I did make those middle of the field throws, layering over backers and stuff like that. But for me, and man, I just go out there and have fun. I can't control what other people feel about my game. I made a lot of big-time throws to the sideline, outside the numbers, down the field. So if
Oregon
I can make
game,
those,
every single drive in the Oregon game.
Exactly. So if I'm making them out there, I definitely don't have no problem making them in the middle. So,
why is it important to you? And let me phrase this: is that you're one of the top quarterbacks coming out. You play 6 years in college and don't miss a game since you've been with the at Washington. You go down to the Senior Bowl. You wanted to compete down there. You're coming in here, and I'm assuming you're going to throw and compete and do everything here. Why is that so important to you? To me, as a former general manager, that tells me just throw the ball out in the yard, whatever. I'm going to go out there and play, whatever opportunity you give me.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I love this game so much. Whenever I got the opportunity to compete and show my skills, I'm not going to pass up on that. Everybody has their own reasons, based on, if they want to or not, But for me, I'm a competitor, and that's what I'm going to show every chance I get.
Rick's not going to like this because it's not strictly relatable to the NFL, but if we had to go out there and throw the football as far as you could, are you hitting 80?
I don't know. Possibly.
He's got a big arm. That's a lesson there.
Okay, I'm learning something. I should have.
Let me follow up with something that Rick may be okay with. And Rick drafted Teddy Bridgewater.
Teddy.
And you were a huge Teddy guy. Tell us the story about why Teddy's your guy.
Yeah, man. I remember just coming out of high school. Like when I was in high school, Teddy, I liked watching him when he was at Louisville, and I felt like we had similarities in our game, especially whenever I got to college, I started seeing them more, also another Florida kid, a Florida guy, that was doing big time things. And at Louisville, I feel like Teddy was a guy that made all the throws in the pocket. He can make all the throws in the pocket. I don't feel like he was a runner first, and that's how I look at myself, but I know that he can run. He can extend plays if he had to. That's some of the things that stood out to me, and it just showed that okay, man, like this guy, we kind of alike. And then also seeing the game where he was real banged up. I forgot his injury. I don't know if it was an ankle. He had a lower body injury. Man.
It was an ankle. It was against Rutgers. I was at that game.
Man, fought through that. The way that he fought through that, some of the throws he made and off of 1 foot, man, it was crazy. So I'm like, man, I'm a fan of this dude.
Another guy that's not afraid to compete anytime the ball's thrown out in the yard,
you
which
love
is
Teddy
huge for me.
Yes, right. I love, Teddy, the guy.
We're all trying to do these mock drafts and everything like that. So I'm going to ask you this. You can verify it or not. Your offensive coordinator is all of a sudden up near where you played college ball.
Right.
Have they met with you?
They haven't.
So he already knows you?
I don't know. I haven't met with them, though. I don't know. I hope they know me.
They know you. They absolutely know you. All right, let's ask. We'll ask you some easy questions right now. Who's your football GOAT?
Football GOAT. For me, it was Mike Vick. Growing up, I remember wearing the Mike Vick cleats. I wore them for about 3-4 seasons in a row. And, at a young age, your feet growing fast. So
yeah, to stuff them in there.
I kept them on, stuffing them in there, man. But the things that he was able to do for the game, change the game, and the way that he did, it was special.
All right, you've been compared at times to Tua Tagovailoa. I'm interested in what you think about that. And then give me your top 5 quarterbacks right now that you like to watch.
I wouldn't say I compare myself to Tua. They say that because we both lefties, but
I think that's right, yeah.
I feel like we have 2 different game styles. Obviously he's a great quarterback. He's done a lot of big things, at the college level and the NFL level, but nothing against him, but I don't compare myself to him. But top 5 quarterbacks, I'll say you got to go Pat Mahomes. I'll say Pat Mahomes, Lamar Jackson is there. I feel like Joe Burrow is up there. I'm gonna put Brock Purdy in there.
I love it.
Just because of the things that he was able to do. A lot of people doubted him. And even in the championship game, I felt like he felt real confident. Make big time throws.
He made some big throws for sure.
They always say it's the guys around him, but man, you still got to get him the ball.
How that feels.
Yeah, so you got to get him the ball. So I'll put him up there. And Justin Herbert. I feel like he's a very good passer as well.
All right, that's 5.
Yeah, that's 5.
All right, yeah, that's
Can
it.
I ask one quick question?
One
then
quick
we'll
question,
go.
Rick.
Okay, I remember the Indiana game. Did you get the ball across the end zone or not?
I did, for sure. I jumped up.
Was that against Penn State?
Yeah, as soon as I jumped up, I put my hands up. It was a touchdown.
You had to get Devo's Penn State in there. All right, that's Michael Penix Jr.
Appreciate
University of Washington, Great season. Looking forward to you playing in the NFL, Michael.
Yes, sir. Thank you.